Well, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? So today we are gonna be doing a mutual aspect again. And today we're gonna be covering the mutual aspect of Sun and Mars. As much as I wanted to do Sun and Mercury and Sun and Venus, the thing is, Mercury is always 28 degrees apart from Sun, and Venus is always between 28 to 40 degrees apart from the Sun. So this is why we can't really do mutual aspect. Now, there is, in a way, mutual aspect between Sun and Mercury or Sun and Venus. Why? Because they can be in each other's signs. So I may cover that when I do my Parivartan Yoga. But right now, we're going to be doing Sun and Mars. Now, one thing you got to understand with this is that the true meaning of this mutual aspect will really come about when we know which houses these two planets rules. Because me just giving you Sun and Mars mutual aspect will have a mundane meaning. But to really know how Mars is affecting Sun or Sun is affecting Mars, we should know what houses they're ruling. So, one day we will cover it, and later down the line. But right now, you just need to understand that this may not be the whole picture. And as always, if you do not know where your Sun is placed, where Mars is placed, if you do not know if you have this mutual aspect and what other mutual aspects you have in your horoscope, for that, check out the links here. And check out my full astrological report, where on the second page, at the bottom in the square, you'll see exactly where each planet is placed. And you'll also see my books, Astrology, Conjunction, and Aspects at the Speed of Light. And especially in my Aspects book, I discuss these mutual aspects as well, along with the other meanings of aspects. So, Sun and Mars aspect. Well, one thing I can easily tell you about this aspect is if this aspect occurs in your quadrant houses, Kendra houses, 1st, 4th, 7th, and 10th house, gives a very, very masculine personality to a person. You, especially in the 1st and 7th axis, shows a very masculine, very bold, very fierce personality. Because what's happening? Two fiery planets are looking at each other. Mars, the god of war, and Sun, the creator of everything, through his heat, through his nuclear fusion. So when these two aspect each other, and Sun represents the father, ego, personality, soul, self-esteem, government, authoritative figures. Mars represents, and Sun represents solar technology. Mars represents engineering, technology, willpower, strength, our actions, male brothers, and male friends. It also represents a soldier, athlete, fighter, policeman. So there's truckload of things. I can have like a semi come here on the screen and dump all of these things. I might do that. I don't know if I'll find an animation like that, but who knows? Maybe you'll see it. But there's truckload of information about any one of these planets. So when these two planets are looking at each other, obviously shows that one has a very fiery personality. One has a very disciplined and very focused father. Your father kind of treats you like a soldier. Makes you want to be disciplined, shows you the value of hard work. But this is not a bad thing though. Just because they're in mutual aspect, it's not the same thing as conjunction. Conjunction is what can bring a power struggle. Mutual aspect, what it does, it gives strength to each other. They may give strength to each other. So here, Mars gives strength to Sun and Sun gives its brightness to Mars. So shows that your father must have been a policeman, your father must have been a soldier, fighter, fireman, or you yourself will do this stuff. But mainly, even if you're a woman, man, both, you just are attracted towards masculine energy in life. Meaning that you'll find those women who drive tractors and trucks, yet they're mothers, they're wives, yet they just love doing manly things. There might be athletes and fighters, boxers. Boxing becomes extremely important here. I've seen so many boxers with mutual aspect and Parivartan Yoga between Sun and Mars. Because here Mars is what? Your actions, your energy. What is happening? Sun is throwing its brightness upon your Mars. It's kingship upon the Mars. It's ordering Mars that, hey, are you ready for war? So this Mars is not really afraid to take on those challenges. But let's say, if you were to be ruling houses, let's say Sun, you're an Aries ascendant, let's say Sun is in Aries and Mars is in the 7th house in the sign of Libra. So what is happening? We can easily say that this person is probably going to attain education in fields related to solar technology or engineering, because 5th Lord, Sun of education, is in the sign of Aries of technology, engineering, receiving the aspect of Mars, the significator of engineering. We can also say this person will most likely at one point may join Marines and become a soldier going towards government fields. Yet we will also see that this person is going to be very dominating in relationships. And they will try to make their kids athletes. So this is how you can judge these mutual aspects. You see the houses, especially pay attention to the Mool Trikon signs, the main signs of each planet. So Sun only rules one sign, right? Leo. But for Mars, look for the sign of Aries. Look for Scorpio too, but also mainly give more emphasis to Aries, because that's the initiating sign of Mars. And see where these two are ruling in the horoscope, and because of this mutual aspect, those two houses will be mashing with each other. It's quite interesting. I mean, this is how you can see if someone's going to be married or not, what period they might be getting married or not, what's going on with this and that. A lot of things you can see with this, but mainly this simply just gives your ego and your personality a very fierce reputation. Like you're like, man, this guy he's not afraid. You may be the quietest guy in the class. You may be getting picked on a lot, but one day, if somebody just does something that you really do not want, yeah, this person will come out and probably kick your ass with this mutual aspect. And shows that one is a dedicated soldier to the government. You'll find these people always wanting to work for the government, working with the government, always wanting to impress authorities, impress the government. Because remember, with Mars being aspected by Sun, Mars suddenly gets the energy of being a servant. Not in a servant as in servant, but a government servant. Mars is a soldier originally. And when Kings looks at a soldier, what is the soldier going to think? Is that, what do you want from me? Do you want me to go fight? Do you want me to go kill someone, throw some missiles somewhere? What do you want me to do? You want to pick up my sword? Mars is always then ready. Whenever Sun is looking at Mars, this person is always on the edge. Like, do I need to go do something? So these people are also, can make great, not only just good people in government, but in leadership position, these people, love to take control of things. Okay? So guys, this was my analysis of Sun and Mars mutual aspect. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. Again, if you want to know where your Sun and Mars are, all the other planetary placements, all my books, reports, consultations, for that, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you Friday with Sun in Sagittarius for Aries Ascendant. Bye-bye.